So if you've been watching before, you'll have seen this in a slightly different state. It's the early 90s Daihatsu Charade 1.3 auto. And I was deliberating about what to do with it for a while. Except I knew I was going to manual swap it, but I didn't know what else to do with it really. And I've come to a decision. I had a think, and I know what I'm going to do. Plan is, I want to make this car have the cool and the style of an AE86 11 front-ended twin cam. I want it to look like almost like a knockoff of that. The AE86 is one of those cars that I've loved since I was like 12, 13, but always out of my price range. And now, like, what are they? I saw one that's basically the style I want to go for, went in Silverstone auctions for 50 grand. And you're just going, not only do I not have the money for that, I don't know if I would spend that kind of money on one, because I don't know, they're not worth it so much to me. So I thought, can I get something? Yes, it's not rear-wheel drive. Yes, it doesn't have the 1.6 twin cam, but can I get something that has that style and that, you know, late 80s just look to it on a budget? So the plan is, I'm going to take into account everything I spend on this car and everything I have spent to date on it. We're going to add it all up. I want to have something that looks like an AE86 for under £1,000. All I've really bought is the car. I haven't bought any parts for it really yet. So the car cost me £270. Now, this was years ago, so you might struggle to find one for that these days, but it was £270, and that was pulled out of like a farmer's yard with no MOT, no tax, needing work. I did then drive it back then for a while, but it's been parked for about 5-6 years. So you should definitely be able to pick up one of these for under £1,000 easily. But yeah, so that's what we're starting off with, is this at £270. As we go along, we'll add up the rest. What do I plan to do? Mini lights, some kind of dished wheel with chrome. Mini lights, Arriva lights. Rally lights on the front, whether we do 4 fog lights or 2 square ones, we'll come to that. And we're going to need to clean up the car. I'm thinking of painting it gloss red on top, as it currently is, and then gloss black on the bottom. We've already got the black bumpers, so we just repaint those so they're nice and dark, and then just paint that lower part of the door and the sill in gloss black. And then I think the car would look pretty good. They always also have the twin cam 16 valve sticker down the side. This currently has a 16 valve EFI sticker down the side, but I don't know if I would then do like a single cam 16 valve sticker in the same style to go along that lower panel. We'll decide when we get to it. Currently, as you've seen, we're pulling the engine out to do the manual swap. Just at the minute, just tearing down the car, going to clean it up, and we'll take it from there. Put the engine out, got it on a wee stand over here. Had to pull the exhaust manifold off to get it out, but other than that, the engine's pretty complete. You can see I did the timing belt a few years ago, but I think it should be grand, so I don't think we'll need to open the engine up really. You can see over here we've got the torque converter and all still bolted up, but I'm going to have to pull that off. We'll come to that later, but for now I want to start swapping over all the automatic to manual ancillaries. So we come back here, started laying things out. So it's laid on there. So I've got, this is the like sort of pedal gate there. I've got the clutch pedal and brake pedal. A bit rusty, so I'll have to. They're a bit rusty, so I'll have to clean them up. Brake pedal there, clutch pedal. We've even got the mountain stuff for the shifter. There's the clutch cable there, and the speedo cable. I don't know if we're going to need that. We've got some more bracketry there, and then over here I've got the actual shifter itself. So I'll have to pull out the auto shifter there and pull out that whole pedal assembly, you can see it there, and swap them over so we can fit the clutch. Now it looks like this car, as expected, has a spot for the clutch to go through. The clutch pedal bolts to that little cage on the inside, but the actual clutch cable looks like it should just come through here. It's just been blanked off. Yeah, that should just bolt in there. The biggest question mark is the shifter cables. I hope I have everything for it. Currently this is the auto shifter, so I'll have to get under the car and pull all that out. And I'll also have to, I think I'll start inside the car, just pulling it in with this trim out. So we'll get started with that, pulling this to bits. I've got the shifter taken out over here, and now I need to take out the brake pedal to make room for the other one and to put the clutch pedal in. So we managed to get the brake pedal and all that assembly out. Yeah. So just get the throttle left, shifters out, and steering columns out just to give us access in. So I think this is about how stripped down the car is going to get. We're starting to get to the point now where we can start putting the manual gubbins in. You can see we've got the whole engine out, everything. I might need to pull this, but we'll tackle that at a later date. Next step is going to be starting to get the shifter cables, brake and clutch pedal in, and then we've got the manual gearbox, auto gearbox, so just need to swap all the mounts over, then put it all back in. But I think that'll do it for this video. We've got it all torn down and stripped, and we have a plan of where we're going to take it next. Next time, hopefully we'll get the manual stuff in. I'm hoping I can get all the manual bits in and get it all strapped up. So the manual swap's basically done. The car will probably still be torn down because we want to paint it and all that, so I'll have to wait for that. But yeah, for now I think that'll be good. Make sure to like, subscribe, so you can catch up on the next one when we start putting this back together, and hopefully soon we'll have a manual in it and it'll be back out on the road looking fresh.